Our AI know-how management module is now officially in its pilot phase, and I'd like to give you an overview of what the feature is capable of right now. To get to the chat, we simply click on this new chatbot icon up here, and it takes us right to the chat interface. On the left-hand side, we will see a chat history that allows us to jump between chats. And here above the chat window, we see the list of data sources. Right now, we can chat with the following data sources: Vertec texts, that's any text content in activities, documents, or emails that are stored in Vertec, as well as SharePoint documents. A third data source will be added as soon as the Vertec MCP server will be released. While those two data sources deliver unstructured data, the third source, the MCP server, will be able to deliver structured data. And structured data is what we need if we want to answer questions such as how many billable hours do we have in a certain case, or how much revenue was created by a certain user in the month of January. For that kind of question, we need structured data. We cannot find that simply from text content. All right, so what we have right now are those data sources for unstructured data, and we can decide to chat with all text, that's everything in your Vertec database, or text of the current object. I'll get to that in a minute. So let's first find out, have we done any antitrust work in the last quarter? Let's see what the system can find for us. I'm hoping for a specific project or case to show up. Let's see. Right, here we are. Okay, in the last quarter, we have records of antitrust work under project code Luma. Excellent. Okay, and what we see here at the end of this reply is a list of Vertec objects that were used to generate the reply. The very handy thing about these objects is that we can navigate to them simply by clicking here. It'll take us to the activity. Remember what I mentioned about the possibility of chatting with all texts or only text of the current object. We can see that over here. Now going back to the activity and once again clicking the chatbot icon, it looks the same pretty much. However, the activity we just came from is now selected up here, and we can now decide to chat with only text of the current object. So any question we ask now would simply be asked of this specific activity. So this activity has a lot of text in it, so we could basically chat with this activity. All right, so that's perfect. Let's create a new chat because we want to try something different. What do you know about Vertec versions? Now, this is a completely different question, and I'm trying to get to SharePoint data. Let's see what the system can find for us. So SharePoint documents are actively selected as a data source. So anything that can be found in your SharePoint documents should be used for generating answers here. All right, so here's a reply. Okay, so obviously the system found something about Vertec versions. And the crucial thing I'd like to show you is the linked object down here. You can see the SharePoint icon, and this is obviously now found in SharePoint, and we could simply click on it and it would take us to SharePoint. All right, so that's what we have up until now. As I mentioned before, unstructured data is currently available, and the MCP server will add structured data to the Vertic AI chat.